Did you know what you wanted to be when you grew up? Growing up, I felt like I've been asked this question about 1,000,000 times, and I never had an answer. I interviewed Wendy Emler, realtor and owner of Century 21 Northland Realty Group of Fairmont, Minnesota. I lined up this interview through email and then organized it through text message. The interview took place in the Emler residence on a Wednesday evening. I chose to interview Wendy not only because she is my aunt, but I also know she is a very hardworking and determined person. I am interested in both real estate and business, so I found Wendy Emler to be the best option as an interviewee. Given that I am closely related to Wendy, my comfort level was high during this interview, which I found beneficial for me, and I was able to mediate this interview without any distractions and any feelings of nervousness. First, let's talk about what the job entails. A real estate agent's job is to help individuals or businesses sell or rent their homes, land, and commercial properties. For Wendy to become a real estate agent, she took a state national exam and does 30 hours of continuous education for every 2-year period. Although a college degree isn't necessary for this profession, Wendy has about 2 years of college under her belt. To become the owner of Century 21 Northland Realty, Wendy obtained her broker's license and bought the business from the previous owner. As the broker and the owner, Wendy manages the agents in the office and takes charge of all the business needs for the realty. The real estate business isn't a field of business that gives a lot. By give, I mean benefits don't come right away. Wendy became a real estate agent because it sounded more diverse and enjoyable than her average job at the bank. Initially, becoming the owner of Century 21 Northland Realty wasn't the goal for Wendy, but with the support from her husband, they bought the business. Next, let's talk about how communication plays into the job. Nowadays, communication is essential for just about everything. Some forms of communication used as a realtor or a business owner are email, phone, and face-to-face. For Wendy, she has to use all forms of communication daily to stay in contact with agents and clients. All types of communication can be used with how advanced the world is now, but the clientele also factors into what form of communication is used. For example, age may play a role in what form of communication is used between an agent and a client. Being an effective communicator is also an essential skill necessary for real estate and business. It's legally and ethically necessary to be in communication with clients, especially in Wendy's position. Both listening and speaking are equally important for Wendy as well. Listening plays into both sides of business and real estate. Along with listening, speaking from a business standpoint or as a real estate agent, it's important to know what to say and also being confident in what is said. Communication is an important aspect of most professions, especially for a business owner or even a realtor. Lastly, let's talk about the effects of being a realtor and business owner. An upside to being a realtor is the ability to be flexible with work days and hours. That being said, a disadvantage is without selling houses, land, or commercial properties, no commissions will be made. Wendy has learned many things from being a realtor and a business owner. Everyone and every situation is different. It's important to keep in mind and stay positive. Trust is key. Loyalty is hard to come by, and time is of the essence. The quote, Time is of the essence is a common phrase in the real estate business. Wendy had to learn to become a more assertive person while working in the business of real estate. As the owner, she doesn't have the time to be tactful. It's essential for her to be authoritative and strong-willed. That being said, she is also in the position where she needs to be strong for every one of her agents. Like I said in my introduction, Wendy is hardworking and determined to succeed. After interviewing Wendy, I know more about what it takes to be a real estate agent and a business owner. This assignment has provided me with more insight on my future career because I plan on following the business route, and real estate has always been interesting to me. I've learned that many factors go into being a realtor and a business owner. The factors consist of communication, work ethic, and strength. As of right now, I am not educated enough to own a business or to be a real estate agent. I was enlightened to know more about the actuality of being a real estate agent and a business owner, because before this interview, I didn't know much about either. I will continue to develop communication skills such as person-to-person communication. Through this interview, it was truly eye-opening for my future in business and in real estate.